Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is G. Cole, and welcome to Homegrown, where I get to share with you some good music while talking to some great people. Hello world, hope you're feeling as good as I am. I want to big up all my homegrown listeners out there and welcome all the new listeners. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do, so we can keep you updated when new material is available. We will be posting new episodes bi-weekly. I want to thank everyone who has been listening and sharing. Please leave us a comment, we'd love to hear from you. Also, check out the website homegrownwithgcole.com to listen and for all things homegrown. The podcast Homegrown with G. Cole is available on iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Radio.com, and all your podcast platforms. We're also very interactive. Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at MyGCole. The video of this interview is also available on YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is episode 85, and this episode is brought to you courtesy of Chezidek's new album, Hello Africa, brought to you courtesy of Tad's Records.
Welcome crucify I because I'm black.
Hey world, this is Richie B, the Party Master. On July 23, 2020, Chezidek will be releasing his brand new album titled Hello Africa.
This is I, Chezidek, endorsing my new album, Hello Africa.
Your hate was all you showed. One love is what we need to grow. Don't come crucify I because I'm black.
Chezidek will be releasing his brand new album to celebrate the Earth Day of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I.
Welcome to penalize I because I'm black. Welcome scrutinize I.
14 pulsating roots rock cultural songs.
Black people, the first people on the earth.
So remember the date, July 23, 2020. Chezidek will release his brand new 14-track album, Hello Africa, distributed by Tad's Record, and will be available on all digital platforms worldwide.
So look out for the new album, Hello Africa, Tad's production.
Chezidek and Tad's Record, the ultimate reggae experience.
If you're white, you're right. If you're brown, stick around. If you're black, move to the back. Welcome demonize I because I'm black. Welcome penalize I because.
Listen, there's classics, there's classic artists, there's big tune, but you know how things go. You rate things differently, you know. You talk about the great music, you talk about successful songs, you talk about charting songs, and where we're from, we have a thing on named Big Tune. Big Tune surpasses all of that. All right, when we surpass all of that, just call it what it is. Big Tune. You have some songs that when the songs play, people lose their minds. But you have some songs that when them play, you just see two finger go up in the ear, the gun finger like this. That's how you gauge a song, and them call it Big Tune. If no gun finger no go up in the ear, the song just aight. Remember I told you so. All right, we got an artist we're gonna be talking to today, but I'll slide a one tune for you first. A 1-2 thing, you know what I mean? Switch it up a little bit, you know what I mean? Something from the catalog. She don't know what's coming either because I didn't tell her, you know what I mean? That's how we do the thing. Matter of fact, let me bring her forward real quick, yeah.
Don't you know I have my pride to keep? Don't you know I have my dreams to live? All I'm asking that you understand that I wanna fight no more. If I give you your
Miss D Wisdom in the building. Wow, go on.
I'm good. Where did you get that song?
I'm just hey. I'm telling you, I have my Russian connects, you know. And a Trump alone have Russian connects. My people dig in your hard drive and get the joints, all right?
Oh my God. That's a good one. That is a good one. You're bad.
Wow, go on.
I am good.
So good to see you.
I am so giving thanks.
So good to see you. You know, and I'm gonna go right in. Amazingly enough, you know, we talked to some folks, we talked to a lot of people, and we try to get the info, we try to get into the culture, but there's some people who you can talk to because they've been in that culture, immersed in it, and you are one of those folks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, before I even drop where I'm coming from, when I tell the people that you're my first real love, I'm gonna hold off on I'm soap opera the thing, you know. Soap opera the thing, you know. Soap opera. What I'll say this, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've seen you on stage multiple times alongside the king, right?
Yeah.
And the last time I saw you like live and in person was Miami. Was it last year, 29? Barris's birthday. Remember down at that spot down in Miami?
2019.
20. Damn, time fly.
Yes,
so,
time fly.
Time be flying. So I saw you up there doing your thing, and I'm like, yo, she's fire. I'm like, all three of y'all fire. Just doing, it's like an I3 thing. Like, even though you're support vocals, you got your own thing going on. I'm like,
thank you.
You know what I mean? But it was afterwards that somebody said to me, you know, that's D, right? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you know, that's D Wisdom, right? I'm like, you playing, right? And here's the thing, I love Barris. I'm an artist, right? But I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was trying to get upstairs, because I see Barris all the time, I wasn't trying to get to Barris. I was trying to get to you. I'm just saying. So
thank you.
Let me just ask you this. When we talk about Reggae Month, it's gone, but it's not gone for we. What comes to mind to you when we talk about Reggae Month?
I never even follow up Reggae Month, but when it comes to Reggae Month, just about our culture, our music. You know, everybody play a role. Background vocalists, the musicians, the engineers that put these songs together, and all the various artists, them, even the dancehall guys, them. Everything come to mind. It's just about Jamaica. Reggae Month.
You know, it's amazing. And again, only people like yourself can reference it that way. Because when I hear you say what you say, well, like I had the same conversation the other day saying, when we say Reggae Month, it's just the word, but really and truly, it's the culture.
It's the culture.
Dancehall included, because, you know, it's just, you know, everybody's under the umbrella.
Under that one umbrella. Yes.
Now, for those who don't know or haven't grabbed on yet, Miss D Wisdom is not, anytime you go anywhere in the globe and you say Barris are doing thing, and those, the icing that you get on that cake, you know, that's what I'm gonna call it. The icing on the cake or make the thing sound go from mad to sexy. That's you.
Thank you.
And the homegirls. How long you been working with Barris?
Well, we haven't been doing any show since 2019, but I still consider myself a part of the band because, as you know, we did the live with him the other day. So that would be going 21 years.
Damn. 21 years. Sitting up there on stage beside a legend, listening to him do his do for 20-something years. Do you ever, are you over it yet? Is it a situation where y'all just Barris that, are you still as in awe as I am every time I see Barris perform?
It's so funny you said that, because the other day when we were in rehearsal getting ready for this particular show, he was doing a particular song. And so all of us was supposed to come in to a particular song. He never did it on stage because they are, I mean, girls, they probably played it, DJ Inferno. But he just always sings songs in rehearsal. When we do rehearsal, we just sing songs. So he'll sing our favorite. So we supposed to come in with a part of it. And all of us was like, then we come in and oh my God. So I look at him and I said, you're a distraction. I'm going to talk to management about you. You are a distraction. I can never get enough of him. It's like rehearsal. That's our intimate time with him. Right. And he will just sing songs for us. And we'll be like, oh my God. The same way you see how I behave on stage, maybe behave a little better. Me I jump on fire shot in a rehearsal. Trust me, I'm beside myself.
Bang. The king.
You can't get enough of Mr. Hammond. And then when you work with somebody like that and know his personality, how down to earth this man is, this man is so down to earth, nobody would know. I mean, his fans would probably see that, but working with him on the road and see who he is, how down to earth and humble he is, and have this gift.
Wow.
It's 21 years. Who work with somebody for 21 years? And you have to be comfortable and happy with who you're working with.
True.
Mhm.
And it's a testament to you guys too, because who keeps somebody for 21 years? I'm just saying. You know what I mean? They gotta go.
They gotta go. And when him loving people.
Yeah, and I dig his energy. And I'm sure it's reciprocal where he digs you guys' energy too on what you bring to the table. You know,
Yeah, man.
reggae music in general, and music industry can be trying and crying, especially when it
Mhm.
comes to females in reggae music, right?
That is true.
Talk to me a little bit about, because for those, and again, me I drag it out like a soap opera, and I come and I drop it late, you know. Me that's what I say.
Yeah, I understand. I
But
know.
talk to me a little bit about, I'm not going to use the word struggle. I'm going to talk about the journey of a female singer trying to, not even now 2021, but you know, from as early as you started trying to get it cracking in this game. What's that journey like for you?
I don't know if I had it hard like some of those girls out there, and I wouldn't say I had it easy either, because I started from talent show. There's one of the biggest talent show in Jamaica that used to be Tasty Talent Show. That is exactly where I'm coming from.
Right.
And during my time in Tasty Talent Show, then we had another show in the Portmore area that I live. That was a big show. And that is where I met Pablo Stewart, who used to be in this group called Koch. I don't know if you remember that band.
I do.
Well, Pablo is related to William Stewart, who used to play in Third World. So that's where I met Pablo, and that is where my journey started from with him, because he saw something inside of me. And so he would be that person who would always be dragging me places to sing stuff. I remember once they had a Lakadko dance group, they had a show, and I went there with them. And so some of the band members didn't show up at that time. And when they didn't show up at that time, he said, Wizzy, you have to sing until they come. You have to sing. And I said, no. And he said, yes, you have to sing. And I said, no, I can't. He says, yes. And so they get Ian her to go on the piano and play. And I drew a Whitney Houston song.
Cool. No.
And I got a standing ovation from that crowd when I'm done. Yes. Wow. And so that's where my journey started. And it really started from talent show. And then with Pablo, who believed in me so much, even if I didn't believe in myself, because I was always a shy person. I was shy. Pablo was the one who believed in me. And then, we started recording songs. And my first song was a cover song, Baby Come to Me.
Wow.
Regina Bell, Baby Come to Me, and they put that out. And then my other song, which I'm going to not tell them until you do it, because I won't break that thing that you have to tell them.
They drag out.
Drag it out. I recorded that song when I told Pablo about that song that I wrote, and we were going up to the studio to do some work. And he said, what about that song you said? And when I started singing the song for him, he just stopped the car in the middle of the street and said, what? And then he made a call, Willie, get the musician them. Dwizzy and I coming up. And we rush up there. One take, harmonies, and everything was there from then.
Wow.
And a lot of people didn't know I sang that song.
Well,
I never did a video.
Yeah, that's another. I never saw a video. And the amazing thing is there's a mystery to it, because you called a name a while ago. You said Whitney Houston. Earlier this morning, about 10 o'clock this morning, after I sent out the flyer, I got a call from somebody, right? And we were having that conversation. And it's the same thing we said. I'm like, when that song dropped, it wasn't about a bad reggae song. It wasn't about a bad reggae artist. I saw that song and heard that song no different from I heard a Whitney Houston, from I heard a Celine, any one of them joints. It was that major. Trust me when I say it was major. But here's the thing though. You just digging at a crate a while ago. So I got crates too, right? So you're digging at a crate. I'm gonna dig in my crate right about now. I'm gonna show you something, right? And I want you to tell me what you think. You ready?
Go ahead.
what everybody else knows. Things are gonna be different, but I won't make the same mistake. Now that I know what you've been hiding from me, it doesn't really matter, especially now it's over. Should have followed my head and not my heart, but I trusted you undoubtedly from the start. Should have known better than to judge a book by the cover, thinking that you were an experienced lover. Now that I know what everybody else knows, things are gonna be different, but I won't make the same mistake. Now that I know what you've been hiding from me, it doesn't really matter, especially now it's over. I'm not the first and I won't be the last to have my love being used and abused. And I won't be like so many others out there to cry and weep. No, I won't lose my sleep. Now that I know, yeah, I'll miss you. I know, so sad to see you go. But if you hurt me once, you'll do it again. And I won't be the fool who sits at home being cool while you're out there painting the town upside down. Now that I know what everybody else knows, things are gonna be different, and I won't make the same mistake. Now that I know what you've been hiding from me, it doesn't really matter, especially now it's over. Yeah, my mind is clear now that I did the best I could.
No, G Cole. You're doing your job.
Listen, I got crates too. I'm just letting you know.
Oh
I
my
got
God.
crates too.
Oh my God, that brings back so many memories.
Classic. I won't ask you anything specific. I'm just gonna say, talk to me about that.
Well, that song after that, the other song was written by Dwight Lysett. Dwight Lysett was the keyboard player who used to play in Koch. Because Dwight was listening to me doing my songs, and he had that song. He says, Dwizzy, I have a song I have to give to you. And he gave me the song to go home, and I listened to the song, and I rehearsed that song, get used to the lyrics and everything. And they were ready for me in the studio. So I went back up to Willie, because all the recording used to do up Willie's studio, which used to name Peak Label.
Mhm.
And we went up to Willie, and I went into the vocal room, and I just think I shocked Dwight, because I said I couldn't sing that song. I don't like it. I don't think I can do it. I just thought I couldn't do it. But I keep listening. When I went back there and hear the music, I start, and I just put myself in the song and just listen to the lyrics and just lost myself singing it.
Wow.
And from there, when we finished, they said, oh, we're going to shoot a video for that particular song. Not the other song, but that particular song.
Right.
And I remember I was telling Uncle Paul, I call him Uncle Paul, what I want to wear in the video. I said, Uncle Paul, I want it to be like back in the 40s and those times. And I don't want to wear a dress. I want to wear a pinstripe suit with one of those hats, and the pants must be bell-foot-like, and one of those old mic. We got the old mic, but they didn't put me in a pants. They put me in a dress.
Right.
And I was mad. I was so mad. Like, I don't want to wear a dress. But this lady, she didn't charge us. She collect vintage dresses. And she didn't charge us for the dresses to use in the video. When she heard the song, she said, no, I am going to donate this. The Classic Car Club They had a club in Jamaica called Classic Cars, and we were just driving past and we said, Uncle Paul, oh my God, look at those cars. That could be in the video. And we went over there. We spoke to the man and he says, you don't have to pay. You can use our cars in the videos. We never paid to use those cars. They brought the cars come. La Cadco Dance Group was the one they used to dance in. None of those we paid for those. Everybody was just volunteer. And then they still didn't know who I was. And then when I was there, just humble and nice before they get to put on my makeup and put me in that white dress that the lady said, this is the special dress you're going to wear. And I'd be rolling my eyes like, I don't like that dress. I want to wear a pants. And they say, you're going to put on that dress. And I put the dress on. I just comply and did what I have to do. That video was like, we went there from like 6 o'clock in the morning, started shooting, and we left like the next morning to go home. And that was all with Pablo and myself.
Wow.
Thank you, McLean. Yeah.
Trust me,
Uncle
the people
Paul.
that love and walk on. When I saw that video, there's so many things that I put together here. One, the video is, we're in 2021 right about now, and I've seen people over the course of the last 20 years, 30 years of my life trying to create that. You know what I'm saying? The classic atmosphere, but it seems a little faux, a little bit. I was asking, I was like, where the hell do y'all get them cars? That was my question this morning. I was like, where y'all get them cars from?
Jamaica. Funny enough, there was a club. There was a this popular nightclub in New Kingston. I remember Uncle Paul when they did the shoot. When they finished the shoot and they aired that video for the first time, they showed it in the club, because that's where you find a lot of artists and musicians go to that club, and it blew up.
Wow.
It blew up right in there, and everybody wanted to know. And that same year, that video got nominated for Jammy Award. Normally, your video have to run a year first, and it didn't run a year. It got nominated because it was one of the best video ever done in Jamaica.
And still is. Thank
you. I know. Thank you.
Vocals. We talking vocals right here. I have this conversation all the while. I said, no disrespect to the masses, but here's the thing when you do reggae music. With reggae music, you can get road swag, and let's just call a spade a spade. A lot of our what we call big artists aren't the greatest vocalists. Them have swag, them have style, and feeling. You know, you feel that, but you have a vocal tone, a vocal texture, a sound there to me, which is, you know, if I went and bought an R&B collection and just listening, I would not know that I'm not listening to one of the top R&B singers, because that's how rich the vocals are.
Oh man, thank you. Wow.
Just me, I say amazing. So Boris, I gotta big him up in a car. When you can't have the best supporting what you do, then you know your things sell off. You can't have all,
William. Yeah.
You can't have coal, you can't have fluid. That's no, I realize what the thing is, you know. Bears never sound like him horse yet. Bears never sound like him have coal or nothing yet. And that's why, because even if him sound away.
Yeah, somebody have pushed you. Yes.
Think proper.
Yes.
No. Here's something I'll say, and this is not just from me. I'm gonna say back in like about 92, 93, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every time there's a class party, every time there's a fete, right? Trust me. And there's a nice girl around the way really like end up on yo. You just wait for your one song. I wait for your one song, because this is especially end of the school year, you know, right? This, you know, school year thing, you know what I mean? Your girlfriend situation expire by summer and the new one start September. Yes. So so you try to line up the situation so that come back September, you're good. But you wait for your one tune. And when me say D, that tune there.
Oh man.
That's all I'm saying. It has no name, it remains nameless. It just named that tune there. Yeah, I mean?
That tune there.
Talk to me a little bit about, because we always talk about how our artists, our music is appreciated at home versus in the international space, right? And we see how it's appreciated in the international space. Now, Barris is appreciated differently at home than anybody else, but let's just talk music and reggae and our culture. What's the difference with the appreciation that you guys get being at home versus in the international space?
When we do shows in Jamaica, Barris Amon, whether international or abroad, trust me, he's loved.
Proper.
From bad man to no man to nobody to who is everybody to any kind of somebody. Barry Salmon.
Right.
Barry Salmon have so much wives and baby mothers. We him not know. Whether Jamaica or abroad. So reggae music is just as appreciated as abroad. I think overseas gonna be a lot more hungrier for it because they don't live here. So when we tour and they get this intimate stuff with us on stage, they are loving it even more, especially when you fly, even when you go to England, England's so far. And when we go there and do a show, I'm telling you, everything is sold out.
Wow.
It always amazed me when I go on stage and hear that crowd and my eyes get so teary and I looked at the crowd, how they just love him. They just love what they're going to get. And it's always a joy in my heart to see that we can please the audience this way and let them get their money's worth. Yeah.
Wow.
But they're going to love music here. They're going to love it abroad. It's basically the same thing. If you're going to talk about an artist like Barry Salmon, you're going to have other artists, you better come good. You better come good because Jamaicans will just stand up in the audience and look for you. So, all right, next. You know, no manners. you know, we get bored easily. You better come. That's true. We get bored so easily. So you better come good.
We just tolerate artists more time till I tolerate them.
Yes,
it's true.
Yes, he's going to. And sometimes he allows us on his platform. Years ago, like we would do a one song. We would always be scared going on stage. Like, Mr. Hammond, no, the people them asking for you. And the support that man have, he would always say, them can't sing like you. My girl, don't go up there, go do nothing.
Cool, no, man.
And he's that number one support right at the stage watching us. And I remember one night we were on stage singing in England. Yeah, you're hungry for Mr. Hammond, just wait. And there was a lady at the front and she was like, Barris. So one of the singers said, if you say Barris one more time, we'll do our next tune. Mr. Hammond sent us out here to sing and we are going to sing. We cannot go off back the stage until we finish what we're supposed to do. So you're going to sit there and listen. And she said, okay, miss. And she listened to us. And they applaud us when we're done because we could sing. But they were just so hungry for him. They didn't want to wait. So we are always scared and he's always, I want to go up on the stage. Yes.
He has hella confidence in you guys, and I can tell that, and it's always reciprocal. No, whatever sports or music or whatever the case may be, he can be that guy and be that confident in what he does because his team, he knows what he has in his team,
and his team know him,
and the team know him. Because I see when I've been right there watching the show. I'm still a little ashamed to say that I'm sitting there watching all these years, and I recently realized.
Don't feel bad because I'm gonna give you a joke. When we were on the cruise, don't feel bad. I'm gonna give you a joke when we were on the cruise. So we were on the cruise 2019 cruise, the Love and Harmony cruise, and so myself and the other singers, we're always mischievous from that cruise start. All the securities are like some 6'3", so we're looking up like them at this. So I'm always provoking them. And we were there, and I'm giving some trouble with Oliver people because Oliver was on there with his team. They did the play, and so it was a wonderful cruise. So I was troubling one of his actors. So we went to sound check, and we hurried on do our sound check. And the night of the show, we dressed up, we went on stage, and we do our thing. So I went to a particular disc jockey that was on stage because he's always on the cruise from it started. So I said, I hear I want to draw all this segment, but I never hear I want to draw a particular song yet. So I said to him, I did that particular. So he said, we play that in New York. I said, I did that song. He said, hold on, which song you talking about? So I repeat the song to him. He said, don't move. So he went to another disc jockey, brought him back and said, tell her what he was just talking about 5 minutes ago and which song was talking about. And he looked at me and he says, you're a wicked woman. You're a wicked woman, but I love you. He says, I can't believe all this time you are on the cruise. 3 years now. And I didn't know you do that song. He said, that song is an anthem in every party. I have to play that song. He never knew me. The whole time he's just staring at me like this and he'd be like, you're a wicked woman. Then we had a party after that. So me and the other singer went. And can I tell you that man showed me up in the party and have me bawling my eyes out? Like, why are you doing that? because they started playing the song. They said, you want to hear us sing the song? And I guess they didn't believe. And then he brought me up on the stage and he never left the stage with me. So I looked at his wife and said, I'm going to kill your husband. I went up there, took a deep breath and sang the song, and everybody was just singing the song.
Wow.
Like they were. And then when I get up and going through the crowd, I was getting a lot of cursing. I said, all this time I see for all these years, I see you coming to America. And they told me, Mr. are you sing? You're wicked. I got some cussing. You're wicked. I said, no. Yes, you're wicked.
I was trying to find the right word, and that is really the word. You're wicked. Yeah, you're wicked. Here's what I will say about that tune. It's amazing. You've traveled the world. Every artist, regardless of where they are in their career, I'm talking about from the biggest names to the names on the rise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Search their lives. I've sat down in the studio with artists before. Dwayne Stevenson was here the other day. I said to him pretty much.
Yeah, I saw him.
You saw that vibe there, right?
Yes, yes.
That song, that Cottage in the Grill joint, he has many hits, but I'm like, people search their careers for that, right? You found that. Said the same thing to Jamali, El Shaddai. I said, people search their careers for that. You found that, right? You came out the gate day one with that song that will outlive you, your children, your children's children. Right about now, me feel like if a party keep a Zion right now,
they're playing it.
Keep a birthday party right now, that song will be played.
Yeah. I always get a call. Wizzy, listen, your song I play. Wizzy, yeah. Wizzy area.
So here's a question then. Do you ever just get the urge to just say, hey, here, man, no, say you need me, you know, Mr. Hammond and all them things, you know, but you know, say road, me for go road, got the people want that tune, I got to go.
No, not really.
Nah.
I think I'm happy where I am, and at the same time, I have not finished doing music. I still do music, but you see that fame is like, I was never one to hang out with crowd or go to the studio and said, oh, I'm just gonna hang out and whatever. I was always sheltered in the business with Pablo Stewart then, because they were the ones who I would leave my house, feel comfortable to be at a studio with, and to know that nobody would take advantage of you. Because I wasn't gonna play that. Right. That's where I would be. But my first backing vocals on anybody international was with Buju Banton. Because I worked with him like for 3 years, and then I heard that Mr. Hammond wanted me in his camp, and I said, me? Because Buju and Berry toured together, and I was working with Buju, but I was always at the side screaming for Mr. Hammond, because Mr. Hammond is one of my favorite artists from a little girl. So I would sing all his ballads then. So when I heard that he would like me in his camp because he loves my voice, and he says, we just love our vibe on stage, our energy on stage. I didn't even know Mr. Hammond was watching me when I'm on stage. He just loved my energy. And then I ended up doing some studio work with the other singer, Nikki Tucker. We would go up there and put harmonies on some of his songs. And he says he never heard two persons sound like there's 4 of them in the studio.
Wow.
And I said, what? Because Mr. Hammond have a ear, you know. If you sneeze while you're singing him, hear that, whether or not you want like it. That's how good his ear is. He's so musically entwined with everything. He will say, my girl, that note there. And him go and fix that note. He hears everything. And so when he asked for me, I said, what? I never look back. I never have no regret. I send in my passport, and then, you know, you can see this is 21 years. But to say, and then when he said that we could go on stage and open for him, it was okay. I didn't mind doing it. But like people would say, I don't understand how you have such a nice voice and you want to be a background vocalist. And I said, it's not that I want to be a background vocalist, but you know what? You know what, G Cole? I never stopped singing and I never stopped recording. The thing, the fame, the pressure that comes with those fame is not cute.
Yeah.
Because when I did that one song in Jamaica, it's not like I was out there showing off. I was still that shy person, and I was just with Uncle Paul, them everywhere. Uncle Paul. They were overprotected of me. And people didn't like me in the business.
Right.
You had people who didn't like me. And I was like, but I don't do them anything. I don't even know them. I don't even hang out with them. I hang with the same people that I used to go to school with, who are my little immediate friends. You see that video that you saw? There's a girl playing this bass thing, look like that standing bass.
Mm-hmm.
We are still friends up till today.
Wow.
She lives in Jacksonville. We are friends. She was in that video. Willis Stewart Kids was in that video. And there's a young miss that sing background with Marcia Griffith's son. She's the one who's playing the drum. She's a real drummer. She was playing that drum in that video.
Wow.
In that video.
Wow.
Lisa Hannah, who was a Miss World or Miss Jamaica, Miss Universe.
Yeah.
Lisa Anna was in that video because she and Uncle Posh used to like to be around us. Lisa Anna was like my number one fan, and I'm looking at her like, why? I'm not even that kind of a singer, and I never know what I have because I just see people react. And I still try to just maintain that humility and humble. But to say fame, I don't think I really wanted that fame. I didn't mind my song going out there, being a number one, and people love it. I don't have a problem with that, but that what comes to that with that fame when you have to be responsible for people being on the road and all that. Come my boss have a hectic job enough. They're responsible for us when we're on that road enough.
Right.
It comes with a lot of pressure too, but the joy that we have and the respect that he has for the music before the money. For me to leave his group to work with another group, you better come good because I'm spoiled. He makes us very comfortable in the sense that we are comfortable on the road and they do what they have to do to make their team comfortable. And because of that, he will get 150% on stage any day.
I respect that. And I love that. And here's the thing. It transcends, because you see, people don't realize this. What goes into rehearsal shows on the stage. What happens on the stage shows in the audience, and you can see it. When I look up there, it seems so seamless, right?
And it's the respect.
That's another thing too. Musical respect and us overall, because even when he's not there singing and you are singing, the show don't move. It's not like say he is Barris, but it's not like the caliber and the quality of the show dips or whatever the case may be. It's just carrying. And I also observe from Barris to like it's his moment to enjoy what you all are doing.
And he does. You can see that. He does.
I saw that.
He does.
Wow.
We really do enjoy, and we enjoy him just the same. So saying to say this, like moving from there and walking away from Mr. Hamad to be this big singer. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, I'm not going to really push myself away and say, boy, it's time to leave Mr. Hamad and go work, and do that. Because in any case, if somebody call me and I have to put some songs together and go and perform, if I want to do it, I'll say, okay, I'll do it. If I don't want to do it, I'm like, nah, I'm not in the mood for that. I really don't want to do that. But I will be recording. I will do recording. I will do it. The other day I was in LA and I was working on some covers. Some serious covers, So
does that mean a project is a project?
I'm working on a project, to do some cover tune.
Mad.
Mad. And I like the oldies tune them. I love the oldies tune them.
Nice.
Love the oldies tune them. So we're working on that too.
And vocally, you could bring it home, because when you talk about the oldies and all them things, but I said to people this all the time. You can cover some things, but certain things, you ain't leave that alone. You know what I mean? That's the reason why you'll see bands out there doing whatever the case may be, but there's certain things they don't touch. You know who them not touch? They don't touch Barris, right? Most times people not touch a Barris tune because it's just, you don't want to go there. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go there. So, and then it's the same thing when you talk about the Regina Bells and the Anita Bakers and certain people,
Thank you, Pearly. Yeah.
So I am looking forward to hearing what you're coming across with new, because again, in my conversations that I've been having with Miss Willie, with everybody who I talk to about D Wisdom, there is a vocal respect. They respect you as a person.
Oh my God.
Human being. But when they talk about your vocals, it is not the same as when me hear them talk about, Keisha and them. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But go ahead.
I've never seen that in me. When I hear people say it, I'm like, you could be a good salesperson. And so Wizzy, the other day I was singing a song for Paul Castic. I let him hear that song that we were doing, and it was a cover tune with was it Foreigner? The song is, let me remember, age. I've been waiting for a boy like you. And so the person and I was just doing it via piano. And he was listening and said, Wizzy, you have a tone in your voice, the man. It makes people want to cry when they hear you. That emotion that you put in the song. I mean, I look at Paul and say, you know, you're gonna be a good salesperson. Him says, all right. It's like, and then somebody else said, and I'm like, I don't have a clue what they're talking about because I've heard other females who can sing, and I'm like, damn. But when he's saying, yes, you have females can sing with it, but you have a tone in your vocals there. Nobody not have that. It's rare.
You best
I mean,
believe
like,
it.
okay, so I said, okay, whatever, Paul.
You best believe it. You best believe it because
I am my biggest critic. So I don't.
Well, here you can critique it all you want, Timothy. You can critique it all you want. Let me tell you, say you're etched. Okay, there's certain things that right now, if the tsunami comes and washes away reggae music, and no more now make right. It done, and I'm only saying reggae because I'm selfish. Because this is really not. It's not even just a reggae tune. It's international. It crosses all genres.
Yeah, it's a ballad. Yeah,
but I'm selfish. So we keep it.
Yeah,
I keep it that way.
Keep
so
it.
I feel it thing. Them can't go away. If the tsunami washes away reggae music and nobody else now make it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I kid you not when I say if I gotta create a playlist of the best all time, I'm gonna say, all right, I'm gonna throw a Barry Spanic. I cannot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Throw a Pop on it. Throw a Freddie on it, throw a Marcia Griffiths on it. That song has to be on it. And I remember some of my biggest artists today, when that song was knocking down the doors, there's some of the biggest artists right now that wasn't coming as good, wasn't coming in and around. When that tune there close the dance, Badman, Killers, whomever they lovers, everybody, gunshot. For a love song.
Gunshot.
I am so dragging it out, D. I'm so dragging it out. But
you know, G. Cole, it's so funny. I was coming home one evening and I was taking the bus coming home. And you know, these coasters, they play these music in the bus. Mm-hmm. And they were playing that song in the bus, and I sat in the bus because I always like to get the corner seat to the window. And this lady sat beside me, and people stand in the bus, and the driver playing that tune because it's on in playlist. And the lady, she's singing from her heart, and I looked at her, and the entire bus was singing the song. Nobody knew I was the singer. And when I sat there, the tears just run out my eye, and I turned my face and I wiped my eye like this because I could not believe that song would have gotten so popular and impact so many people like in that way. Like she was into her, like you would believe she's singing it, and I'm like, all right, okay, girl, go do your thing. And then I look at the whole bus singing it, and the tears just run, and I just turn on my face, like, and the tears just run out. And I said, oh my gosh, I never knew that song would hit people like that. I honestly tell you the truth, because when I wrote that song, it was just a personal song for me as a little young girl. And I wrote that song, and I just go into the studio and just sang the song. I never knew that song would be so big. Up till this day, 2021, Valentine's Day, it is running hell on the all radio station. Valentine's Day in Jamaica is playing it, and it don't play among reggae music. It playing along those type of songs that you're saying.
It just play. Now, when it comes to music and how people deliver songs, sometimes you can feel like, okay, it's a personal connection. Some people are good enough as a talent, or somebody can write them a song. Bobby Digital say you can write Garnet Silk a song, Sanchez a song, and I'm gonna deliver it like it's coming from their soul.
Yes.
This song you wrote, was it a personal experience?
It actually was a relationship that I was in, and if you listen to it, it basically is saying what it is saying. So people were saying, you know, boy, or I was saying maybe they think that, you know, I'm that idiot, whatever it may be, but it was just stuff that I was going to. I just put my feelings. It's like I was just writing something in my diary, and I just put my feelings right there. And actually, it was the chorus that I wrote first. And as I finished writing the chorus line, because I was just singing the chorus, and then I just wrote the lyrics exactly how I would sit down and have a conversation with somebody. And when I did it, I sang it for Uncle Paul. And then when we were going to go to the studio, like a month after, he said, what about that song you was doing? And I started singing it for him. And he just, like I said, stopped the car right in the middle of the road. So, Willie, get all of the musicians them up there. So and so and so and so. By the time we reach up to Red Hill, everybody was up there already. And the instrument was there playing. Then I just went into the booth and just sang.
Wow.
Because I knew the song. I knew it. So I was always singing it. So I knew it. So I just went and I just sang. Bridge, everything. Just, I'm like, wow. That person always say, leg on the tune now.
Leg on the tune now. It's just like, Carol. You know what's funny? Let me tell you something. Call it ego in a D. Call it ego. But I'm tell you something. You see, if I did me or the brother I write that song about, it's about me, the person I write that song about. Anytime the song dry, you know. Me no business. I could have me and my wife and my children, you know. Me make them know say, yo, you know, say I mean that though. You know, I mean that though. I'm just saying.
Boy, that's song.
Well, here what I'm now. The people in vex, right? Me I get text, me I get talking on messages, you know.
Yeah.
When they talk about
and
classics and
she said, drop the tune, leg on the song, you know.
She beat me bad. So I'm gonna give it to them. You say, can I do that?
Give it to them, man, G Cole. Give it to them.
Ladies and gentlemen, just because I'm gonna go on our way, let's get this thing going, man. Let me say classic. Let me say classic. All right, let's go.
And I don't want to listen now. They may think I'm a fool for loving you. They don't know what we have is so special. Time and time as I see you, I love you more. It feels so good and I don't want to let it go. Just one kiss and I'm in ecstasy. Hold me close and make sweet love to me. And that's why I have to say to you, it's my first real love out of all. This is so special. It feels so good. This is my first real love, and I don't want to listen now. They may think I'm a fool for loving you. They don't know what we have is so special. Time and time as I see you, I love you more. It feels so good and I don't want to let it go. Just one kiss
No, I guess so. We can't stop it. You know why we can't stop it? Because I'm probably started over another 10 times. I ain't going front. See, when me tell you, say that's one of them songs where
Yes,
bad
ma'am.
man, gangster,
Everybody, gunshot.
everybody get to them sensitive side when the song that start playing. If you have a girlfriend, make sure say she not dance with somebody else during that song because she ain't yours no more. It done. You know what I'm saying?
There was a musician who was working with us one at the time. He's a keyboard player, but now he works. When Buju came out, he started working with Buju. And so one of the singers said to him, it's my first real love. And him say, yeah, and him call a different name, says that person sing it. So she said, no, it's Dwizzy tune. He looked at me and he says, stop playing with me, man. She said, no, it's Dwizzy tune. He said, Dwizzy, one of my favorite songs that's in the world. Listen, him go on somewhere. The other day he heard it playing and he just WhatsApp me. Dwizzy, listen here. Me tell you, say you're my favorite artist. And him go on and him. He couldn't believe I sang the song. He said, Dwizzy, and you go on so? I said, go on, oh. No, sir. You should go on.
It proper. Listen, I listen to all genres, all kind of artists. I'm gonna love everybody, right?
Thank you.
There is the greatest that the Whitney of the song Big Earth Than. It's the same sphere. You understand what I'm saying?
Thank you.
When we talk about hits and success, it's about commercialism and the machine behind it. But when we're giving the merit of the song itself, the value of that song itself, Whitney ain't got nothing bigger than that. Mariah ain't got nothing bigger than that. You know what I mean? Celine ain't got nothing bigger than that. Let me tell you something. You think I like a girl, me dance with for the one my girl. Give thanks, D. You've been helping me out throughout my teenage years, and it means a lot. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
So many people keep saying, boy, I used to listen to this song. And me talking musician. No, man, when me I go to school, I'm on my favorite tune this man. And so me get my girls and they go on and they go on and they go on.
Oh, yeah.
Just
yeah. Bad man, criminal, gallus, everybody.
Hey,
Everybody. Large of yourself, Clive. Carol, when me said D, first of all, let me tell you this, just in case I haven't told you, thank you for that song because that is etched as one of my favorite joints. It's reverent.
Thank you for loving it.
Thank
you so much.
John Star, man, reverend.
Thank you for loving it. Thank you. It still amazes me when people talk about it. Like I went on YouTube and just looking on some writings that people are writing stuff and their husband introduced this song to them 30 years and it's still in their collection and I'm looking at the stuff them and I had to write a post because someone was asking who did the song, so I introduced myself to them on the YouTube chat that the person had and I told them really thank them so much. They brought tears to my eye to see that song can touch so many people. One day they say it's her daughter who introduced the song to her and I think she had lost her daughter and she said even now she still plays that song and I said oh my gosh, and I reached out to her and I said thank you so much for loving that song and you know whatever it is it does to you, I appreciate it. I never know that song could really touch so much people. I honestly didn't know. It's still like when I hear people going over it, I'm like, come on, you know all that. That's me. You know all that. Them like, you would even know. But when you see their attitude to it, and I'm like, okay, don't say nothing before them beat you. Come out of the people them place.
Allow them, let them soak in the thing. People use words like legendary. People use words like classic, right? People use tunes like major, all right? My thing is this. I have to say it with an attitude thing. I have to say, big tune. You know what I mean?
Wait. Big tune.
Big tune. Big tune. It's not big tune in there. I have to put the CH. I'm saying, big tune. Bam, bang.
You have to say with that attitude.
When we say you done did it, so if you decide you've done it, I am appreciative of it. But here's the dealie. Talk to me about the upcoming works. No, I'm gonna say I keep it on the wraps and all them like a thing. Ray. Let's talk about the upcoming stuff.
I really keep nothing under the wraps still, you know. When they do drop those songs, because this guy in LA, he likes reggae music. and he likes all genre of music because he plays a lot, all of those. And so I did some like work for him, background vocals and some songs. And he said, I always love your voice. And so there's a particular song that I had loved. And he said, how about doing some covers? And there was this particular song that I love, Pain in My Heart, the old tune, Pain in My Heart. And I told him it's years I want to do that song. And he hit that rhythm and I sang that song, did the harmonies, everything. And from then on, he just started picking some songs that they want us to do together. Like I told you, I do the Foreigner song with that just the piano and stuff. I did over back a Regina Bell. I wanted to put back in my category Lisa Fisher, How Can I Ease the Pain? And hopefully I can sing that again because I sang it already at a show where Uncle Paul was when I was much younger and I did it justice. I don't know if me can do it so again, but I gotta try. And there are other stuff. I did over what's his name, Keith Washington song. I think I sent it to DJ Screw thingy. What's it? Oh Jesus.
Kevin Stool?
Kevin. I sent it to Kevin and he said, can I send it to the rest of the and I said, of course. And it was
Kevin, I wife up the thing.
Yeah, Kevin, I wife up the thing. Me not keeping no secret for you, Kevin. This is not a fridge. Me tell yourself to send it to the rest of them. Yes, Kevin.
Kevin, I wife up the thing.
Touch me after. And it's oh my God. Kissing you. It's all I seem to do.
Oh, snap.
When you're not here, I long to hold you near. Yes, so I did that song over, and I sent it to Kevin. Because I know
Kevin,
the guy was going to put it out. Yeah, fire for you, Kevin. Kevin, fire.
Carol said, let me drop it up here. She says, please try to do that Lisa Fisher tune. That's a big one. You know what?
Yes.
You know what amazes me though?
How can I ease the pain? I sang it before, Carol. Hopefully I can hit it again. But I have to go back to LA now when they did the rhythm and then I'm going to do some vocals on it. Because I was there doing not only myself, but I was doing some harmonies and some other stuff for other people. So, the time. And then I said, okay, I need to go back to Jamaica now because I miss home. So I had to come.
Your song
I have to go back home.
Your song selection sick.
I like old music. I even try one of the Michael Bolton for me.
I know you can smash it.
For me.
When people looking for songs to recreate, they seem to dig in the same pool. The atypical what's a commercial smash or whatever the case may be. But as I hear you talk, Washington, right? Regina Bell, right? You're talking about Lisa Fisher. You know what I'm saying? Those when we hear them, I'm like, yo, them song selection is sick.
Yeah.
You're not your atypical. Oh, let me cover Celine. Let me cover Whitney. Let me cover.
Nah. I'm more of an older schools. I like the Otis Ready. I like those kind of songs. They just have a lot more soul, and that's me.
Mad.
I
dig it.
Thanks, Carol.
I dig it. Clive said Billboard songs.
Of course, Clive. And funny enough, I did over one of Mr. Hammond's songs. One of his oldest. That's the song I sang at his party. When my boss looked at me and said, I want you to do this song. I said, me? And I learned the song and went back to the studio. And when I finished with the song, his response was to the manager, oh, she sing this song like a she write it. Listen how she sing this song. No, if my boss and me sing theme song like a my song. I have to say, all right then.
Get the word.
You're not too bad, girl. You're not too bad. And the song is If There's a Song. That song.
Yeah.
One of his oldest. If there's a song, I've got to know the truth. Yeah, I love that song too.
I remember you tore it down that night. Trust me, tore it down that night.
Yeah, man, that song. So it was
how
a privilege.
about releasing it though? How about releasing that one? You can do it over and release it.
You know that If There's a Song is released.
Your version?
The one it was the Mr. Hammond produced it. It is released.
Oh, what kind of thing? If you say, yo, what kind of hide and seek can I play around here?
Yeah, man.
It's all right.
And then the group of us, when we were Harmony House singers, not with the two ladies that you see now, we did Win or Lose. This is my game to play, right or wrong. And it played more often in all these parties than the original.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
People are playing that song. I'll go to a party where Crazy Chris will play in Jamaica, and he's playing our version. And I'm like, damn. That's how I keep remembering those songs. Like, oh yes, we did do that song, enough. Yeah.
Something you forget, right? Something you forget.
Oh yeah, because you don't sing it often. So we used to do that on stage. So Mr. Hammond had wanted us to, and funny enough, he wanted me alone to sing it, and I said no, let's share it with the other ladies then. And so all the other ladies then took their parts in it, and we were just sharing. I'm that kind of a person. Because he heard my voice singing it, but yeah. But like I said, at least I get to do one of his songs, which I feel good. One of his oldies, and I made it my own way. So that was kind of good,
Well, here's what I'm gonna tell the masses, because for those people watching live, Thursday when we go live, we're gonna do a D Wisdom segment. I'm gonna get all them joints right there, all them joints. And we're gonna drop
it look like you will find them, because when you draw that tune upon me, I say what?
Let me not tell you, man. My Russian connect solid, you know what I mean? Donald Trump ain't the only one that got spies. I got people up in the, you know what I mean? I call him Vladimir. I need that tune. Them got me.
Man. I have a song that I did. I have a song that I did for Donovan Jermaine, and Buju DJ on the other one called Somebody Tell Me, and people will hear it. So you can search for that song. Yeah, because the song that you heard, it was from Donovan Jermaine's collection, Donovan Jermaine, and then I did another one, Somebody Tell Me. The things on time ready about party, pull up the vibe that you playing. I have a song on it that Peter Morgan write called Party's Jumping. Everybody is vibing to the beat. Music is bumping. Vibe is right today. That's how we keep that Peter Morgan write.
Hold on. Hear what I will tell you right about now. So, you're singing in your phone, right? You like a headphone for your phone. It's like a head thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I tell you, some you're artist on stage, with a Grammy winning engineer down so and saying, I'm not no disrespect.
You're too bad.
I'm just saying. Right about
all right, Miss Pearly, mate. Thank you. You have a safe day too, my beautiful. Thank you so much.
Trust me, Apple need to call you right now to do a promo for that thing there, because when I say your sound away.
Yes, fine. Yeah.
Coming through that thing there. Listen, it's about that time. Do me a favor, drop your social, because then people when they get off of here, they need to find you and follow you. So when you drop the thing, them know what going on. Social media. You rocking on social media?
On Instagram, you're gonna find me at So Your Way 22. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're gonna find me on that Instagram. So Your Way 22. Mm-hmm. You'll find me on that, and then you'll find me on Facebook. I'm not on a lot of those social media stuff, but I'm on Instagram at So Your Way, and it's SEWUR Way 22.
Okay.
And the reason why I said that is because I actually sew.
Oh, really? So
I actually make the outfits that we have on stage. I either design them or sew them.
Wow.
Yeah. So the dress you saw us in on that Sunday night show, I made those dresses. Yeah. So there's another creative juice on me, because I love those things.
So you're okay. Because I was going through your IG and I saw the dresses and stuff like that.
Yes. So I will.
I thought you were just collecting the dresses from after the performance. I got this.
Nah. I have a little designer thing about me every now and then. Sometimes I think I'm artistic. I'm special needs.
Trust me.
Thank you, Clive.
Trust me. Let me say,
he's an awesome singer too. I'm a big fan of his and his sister. Oh, they know me. I'm a big fan of him and his sister Clive and his sister Tommy. I'm such a big. They'll be on stage singing with Jack Pure, and I'm screaming for them. I'm just so bad.
Then Clive was up in the studio here with his last single. I mean, I tell you, say,
yeah, man. He has a vocal. I think I told the sister one day I'm going to search him, because he sing one of the highest key right there. Sister Clive, Mr. Me I go search Clive. Me I go search him. I admire them. And when I said, and I'm not saying this because he's here, I always talk about them. I love their voices. And Clive, together, awesome, what?
Tell me one of the best voices, man. So trust me.
Tommy? Oh my God, she's nobody to play with, man. She's nobody to play with. I'm telling you, I love them. Clive, I'm a big fan too of you guys. Remember that. Big fan. Clive, I did with love. I have to go search him.
When you see her come around here, just
my gloves are thing and my doctor's thing and Yeah, come here. Them know what them wear my it. They know what them wear my it. They know what them.
Clive Badman.
They don't get my vocal cord fixed to hit them. They know them. I said, who I hit that? She said, Clive, I hit the eye one. I say, you need stop the life on your brother. Stop the life on your brother. I know Clive.
Clive a sample.
Yeah,
Clive a sample. We want. And here's the thing. I'm gonna drop it out there because a lot of time when we do these things on video, it's like a virtual contract. You can't deny it, you know. So when you're back in town again, here's what we do. Somehow, some way, we're gonna get you inside of the studio.
We got a link.
And we are gonna do it. We're gonna give them a live performance because I'm gonna tell you, that's all I can say.
Thank you so much, Nico. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And let me say on behalf of Jamaicans.com, on behalf of Homegrown with G. Cole, the people listening and watching YouTube, wherever, thank you so much for taking a minute and hanging out with us. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this Thursday is going to be the Wisdom Day. We have dropped the whole thing there. We'll let you know what's happening. But thank you so much. One more time, get them to Instagram one more time because they need to get with you.
That is So Your Way 22, and it is SEWURAY 22. You can find me on Instagram. And if you're going to look for me on Facebook, it's Dorette, DORRETT Wisdom. That's who you're going to find.
Simple as that. And here's the deal. Because I'll say this, the outfit them, turn up.
Thank you.
If people want to get some stuff from you, they can link you for that?
Oh, they could link me, and then we could see how we could work it out.
Okay. So other people want some official, some exclusive, some, you know what I mean? Some D-Wisdom joints, you know, So Your Way joints and can reach out to you and we can see what could pop off.
Yeah, we could see how we could work that out. Mm-hmm.
I love it. Thank you one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's D-Wisdom. We're going to talk again. I'm going to give them this song again because I know at least one person. I got to tell them some what's it, not it, if I don't give it to them one more time.
Oh my gosh.
So I thank you so much. And before I write up out of here, I'm going to drop it again, all right?
You are welcome.
Pleasure, my friend. You take it easy, be safe, and we'll catch up, all right?
You to G-Cole, please keep doing what you're doing.
Give thanks. We'll do.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, D-Wisdom.
You're listening to Homegrown with G-Cole. He's got a heart of gold.
It feels so good. This is my first real love, and I don't want to miss it now. They may think I'm a fool for loving you. They don't know what we have is so special. Time and time as I see you, I love you more. It feels so good, and I don't want to let it go. Just one kiss
And there you have it. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has indeed been a pleasure. Remember, subscribe to the podcast, Homegrown with G. Cole, available on iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Radio.com, YouTube, wherever you listen to your podcast, we are there. All right? Again, to watch the video of this interview, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We look forward to seeing you later. Remember, be safe, be kind, and be good to each other. My name is G. Cole, and this is Homegrown.
Nakikinig ka sa música, Homegrown with G. Cole.
Estás escuchando Homegrown con G. Cole.
您现在正在收听的是 Homegrown with G. Cole.
You're listening to Homegrown with G. Cole.
Remember, all the music played here on the podcast, Homegrown with G. Cole, is available on iTunes, Spotify, and all your digital retailers. Please support the artists.